All right. Well, that's kind of a long intro, but you know, if people aren't you know, like scanning the Facebook page very often, the developers, they do make these nice little videos that no one sees. So I asked in our Discord whether or not they could import all those videos into, we have a Google Drive that the content creators can pull art assets from. And I was just like, can you please put these video assets into there so that I can actually use them? Because if I use them, then people can see them. Whereas I think a lot of people won't see them. But who knows? I think it's really cool. I like that they actually spend some time and resources and manpower, or man hours. I guess I should say people hours, working on these stuff. So anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday. The patch is upon us. It's tomorrow night. And as such, we are going to go over the patch notes. Okay. What's coming? What's coming? I kind of briefly scanned over this. I know Veiled Shot had a video out this morning as well. Gameplay Horizons had a video out as well. I didn't watch his. I haven't been watching as many of his lately. But let's go over it. So, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you guys saw my last video when I was saying that they kind of leaked what was coming, they did. It seems like now, instead of getting stuff like a month out, they've kind of cracked down on the leaks from Mr. PIV, and it seems like I don't think they are getting information up until right when it's ready to launch. Is that my fault? Probably. But I don't want to take the blame. So, I was right. So, wishlist recruitment event, right? Wishlist banner. These are really, really good. I discussed them in the last video as well. The Divine Blessing will open on some servers. During the event, you will have a chance to recruit SSS heroes Dorali, Mazrani, and Pandemonium. And the elites we don't care about. So how this works, if this is your first time with a wishlist banner, you select one of the SSS heroes, either Dorali, Mazrani, or Pandemonium. Now, every 30th pull, there is an increased rate to pull one of these three SSS. It's not guaranteed, but usually the rates are quite nice if you have a whole lot of limited tickets. Now, since I have Pandemonium at Immortal 5, Mazrani I can get through the SSS selectors from Heroes Rally, so I'm going to be selecting Dorali. So what happens is I set her as my wish list, or as my wish list hero, and then if I say I pull her on my 30th pull, then it resets the pity back to 0, and you will always, the pity constantly resets, you will always get the hero that you choose at a 60 demarcation, with the chance of getting them along the way. So that is how a wish list works. Pick whoever is going to work best for you. I would not, well, I should say I would not, the majority of players, if they played the first 4 weeks, right, they're going to have a Mazrani that was legendary coming out of that event. So they should, all of you should have an Immortal Mazrani. Because then you just dump 3 genes into them, you get them done, and you use them, right? Immortal 0, X30, perfectly fine. Pandemonium is the keystone tank. You need him to make your tank team go. So pick between the two. What do you want? What do you need more? Do you need that frontline summoner, which Dorali is really, really good? Or do you need Pandemonium to round out your tank team? Or to even get your tank team started? So you choose, but choose wisely. Recruitment, blah, blah, blah. You will be guaranteed to receive a wishlist SSS hero every 60 limited recruitments. There shouldn't be receive a wishlist SSS hero, to receive your wishlist SSS hero every 60. And they don't say anything in here about the increased rates at 30, but they do exist. It was through this wishlist system that I got my Ryzeris up to Immortal 5. I think that was 2 wishlists ago, though. Alright, what else are we getting? Return to Giant Tower. It is Dorali, because it is Dorali's turn in her rotation. So the Giant Towers are pretty well scripted. It's going to be Dorali now, and then it's going to be Teresh in 2 weeks. Now, It's going to be Teresh. It seems like we're going to get a wishlist banner every 4 to 6 weeks. So go look on my spreadsheet for my banner prediction schedule. You can kind of see where it's going to line up. And likely what the heroes are going to be. I think it's going to be... I don't want to say. You guys can go look at the spreadsheet. But Giant Tower opens up tomorrow as well. Dorali is the copy. So I will pick Dorali for my wish list. I will pull probably 90 tickets because I want to pull on 30 demarcations. And that'll get me the giant tower for the first copy that you get at 80. And then I will spend the last... I know it goes in demarcations of 4 on giant tower, so I think I can get a couple red runes, which is what I'll probably get. I'm not going to pull any more than 92, right? Because then I get 4 of the red runes, right? So, yeah, Durali. So then I'll get 2 more copies of Durali. Maybe I'll get more as I'm pulling on the wish list. Because right now I have her at Immortal 1, and I would like some more. Yes, please. New Quantum Mimic Machine. This is the bi-weekly event that is the counterparts of the Details Gathering, which we have in-game right now. It is the same RNG mechanics. It costs roughly the same amount if you want to max out everything on the Quantum Mimic Machine. The difference is the Quantum Mimic Machine, if you pay another $5 after you get everything, you get it twice. So this is undebatable. This is a better one of the two if you were going to spend money on either of them. You're going to get Wamagon, who is excellent, and then you're going to get the Titan Hammer. I guess the difference is the Details Gathering has 2 heroes, whereas this one just has 1, and the Titan's Hammer, which is a great tank, right? So they're already kind of telegraphing that they're looking at tanks down the road, which is interesting because it feels like just yesterday that we got Teresh. And then a new Galactic Treasure event was open. I like these ones. This is the one where during the event you can defeat opponents in the Galactic Arena to get Warrior Stones to draw rewards. Now, the main reward of this event, it used to be a Triple S hero, but now they just slap a Gene Hybrid in there, which is awesome. I can definitely use another Gene Hybrid because I know in 3.5 weeks time, or I should say, yeah, 3.5 weeks time, Hell Arena is going to be over and we're going to get a new Hell Arena. And with Hell Arena, a new season, comes a new Hell Arena hero. So I need to start banking up my Gene Hybrids. As such, I will gladly take this Galactic Treasure event. You do have to fight. You have to fight and win 5 Galactic Battle or Galactic Arena battles. So if you want to start tanking your rankings, now's the time to make it very, very easy. Then you don't have to refresh using crystals to buy more Galactic Arena tickets. So that's coming. A Heroes Rally is coming for 7 weeks. That's just standard. That's always on the 2nd week of a new hero. Blah, 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 right? So I think I'm going to be pulling on this one on my main account. I got saved up. I'm going to get that Bailey at 700. Game content adjustments and optimizations. Okay. So, added more Immortal Gear. So, Fade Out, Madness, and Extraction. I do believe all of these sets, if we go to it, all of these sets come from Crimson Abyss. No, not Crimson Abyss. Crimson Rot. I do believe they all come from there. Which I haven't done this one in a very long time. Because I haven't needed to. Because, really, Madness is kind of niche. Daniel is the clear winner of the person that wants Madness. You can run Madness on your Kalaza, since he gets his ads out so fast. You can even run Madness on Senway, if you're still running Kalaza and Senway in the Guild Hunt. If you haven't moved on to Ampu and Sur Valley. But the Madness set, Fade Out, which I've never used, and then Extraction, which I've only ever had on Muka, they are getting the Immortal treatment. So you're going to get new materials from Crimson Rot, specifically, to temper this gear sets, or these gear sets. So what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? So Immortal. Oh, this is the Immortal Fade Out set. So the bonus is crit damage plus 20. And I do believe that the existing set has a crit chance, a 15% crit chance bonus. So what you get from having 4 pieces at Immortal is crit damage plus 20, but you will lose HP until your first death. After Resurrection, crit damage is increased to 80%. So, some people are reading this as if it resurrects you. I do not think that's the case. So, which assassins will die and then resurrect? Well, let's go look. Caraxia is for sure. That's a 100%, and she will do it twice in the battle. Now, Halentis also, I don't think I have her on this account, so we're going to have to go like this. Halentis has a kind of cheat death mechanic, but I don't know if you would call it a resurrection. So, where is it? Right, I think it's this one. No. There we go. So when Halentis takes lethal damage, it says she avoids the attack and then restores HP. I don't think this is a resurrection. Resurrection, think more like Leo, but then that's a cheat death. It's going to be interesting to see what they consider a resurrection, because who else can actually revive? Rosaris, right? Rosaris revives, but Rosaris wants attack speed. She doesn't want to lose her attack speed, so I don't think this is good for her. Although the crit rate and crit damage would be nice. Let's go look at the fade out gear. Like, it's been so long. See if I even have any pieces. I probably should. What am I doing? Where's... Oh, because I'm on the preview stage. Duh. Alright. Okay. And there goes the music again. It's taken off. Okay, equipment. Yes, I know, this is not my main account, or this is just slapped on here just for poops and giggles. So, fade out, fade out, fade out, fade out, yes. Ooh, fade out is a Mirage space set. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Huh. So you're gonna get the Crimson Rot? You can get a Mortal Fade Out set by tempering the Mirage Stones. So this is from Mirage Space. So Fade Out is a Mirage Space gear set. And yes, you get the crit rate. When the target's HP is lower than 50%, gain 50% crit damage. Now, the Immortal set is going to give you another 20% crit damage, and after your first death, 80. So you're going to get 100% crit damage. So this is going to give you 100 and then 150% crit damage when the enemy is below 50%. Yeah, I kind of like this for Caraxia. Maybe Halentis if the Resurrect works the way... If it works on Halentis. Definitely a... this would even work on Nord, but Nord really likes the lifesteal. So, yeah, it's... Up till now, we've never wanted this. And I still don't know if we want it because... they're going to die. It's going to kill them. Like, maybe as a PvP set... as I adjust my music here because the music got really quiet. There we go. Let's just crank it all the way up there. Okay. So, let's bring it back. So, you get you use your Mirage Stones, but you're probably going to want to use them on Marauder first. Very niche. I think this is going to be very, very niche, but cool. So, that's good. Cool is good. Niche means we'll never use it, but cool is still good. So, and then the Immortal Madness set. Summons gain 15% damage amp. Damn it. Okay, well, let's go back here. I want to show you. I don't think I have my Dan in here in Madness. I do. Okay, good. Okay, so what does it give you right now? What does the existing bonus give you? Attack. It's attack plus 15% to your summoner, and then the summon's attack is increased by 30%, but its HP decays over time. So this is really good for Dan because you pump up his bear full of damage, right? Okay, so then what else do you get? So you get 15% attack, and then the summon gets 30% attack increased. Now the summons, if you have the 4 set, summons also gain 15% damage amp. So they're going to get 30% attack and 15% damage amp. But now they're not, they will no longer lose the HP over time. So very, very cool. So that means your bear is going to be out longer. That means Dan's eagle is going to be out longer. Everything's going to be out longer, and they're going to do more damage. So this definitely Daniel's going to be your first priority for tempering this set. It's just you're going to have to pick whether or not you want to do Crimson Rot over, I do believe it is Molten Abyss. So if you haven't got all of your Resonant sets out of Molten Abyss, you might still want to do that. But I know I'm definitely going to be farming some of this. Molten Abyss will get its own material eventually. Give it time. So this is cool. Now what this does is, so up till now we've never wanted to run Madness on Skewer and Hattie, because if Hattie dies, Skewer dies. Now if you have a full Immortal Madness set, you can put it on Skewer and it actually be really, really OP for her. It's just unfortunate because Skewer is very much not used anymore except for Guild Hunt. And even then, she's starting to get removed from Guild Hunt. But maybe you can start to use her a little bit more. But I doubt it. This is probably just going to go on your Dan first, and then after Dan, Kalaza. I would probably say Kalaza. Right? Yeah. Because his summons can still die as you're working up to that point. And then he just summons more back. So that's the Immortal Madness set. Now, Extraction, this is the only real person that we put this on before was Muka, and we don't use Muka now that we have Doralee, but possibly we can use this on Doralee, right? The Immortal Extraction set. So let's go back to the game, and let's see, do I have Muka in Extraction? I bet you I do not. I do not. Okay, but we can still find it, and we can look at it. So Extraction is in Crimson Rot. So what does Extraction currently do if you've never really looked at it? So it's an HP set, but it's for summoners. So what summoners want HP? Well, there's really, well, Sorvali, right? Sorvali, Muka, and Doralee. Now, they'll all benefit from the 15% HP. When a summon receives crit damage, which means it's a PvP set or used in Mirage Space, where the boss can actually crit, heal. So this is when a summon receives damage, the summoner gets healed for 5% of max HP. You can kind of read this little thing, like during the Ancient War, this equipment was used to control war beasts. When the war beasts, aka the summons, suffered a great blow, aka a critical hit, it could be used to transfer their life force to the wearer, aka the summoner. So 15% HP. When a summon gets crit hit, heal the summoner for 5% of the summoned creature's max HP. Now, why this is going to work really good on Doralee? Well, let's just go to Doralee real quick. Do I even have a copy of her? If I do, she's going to be right there. Oh, I got a couple. Okay, so let's look. What does Doragon get? She gets, or Doragon gets 340% of HP, of her Doralee's HP, and 40% damage reduction. Okay. So, the Immortal Extraction set is going to give you an extra 25% damage reduction, which is good. I do believe Muka's Wolves also inherit damage reduction, so this is pretty much going to be for your summoner tank, aka Muka or Doralee. And that's it. When the caster summons are on the battlefield, themselves, the summoner, and their summons gain 25% damage reduction. So that's going to double stack, because Doragon gets 40% of Doralee's damage reduction, so he's going to get 25% and still inherit the 40% from Doralee. So that's a cool set, and then every time he gets hit in PvP, he's still healing Doralee. So that's almost like another Ruler's Ring, just in a gear set for Doralee. So this is the person, if you don't have her, if you have a really good Muka, I'd maybe start working on giving it to Muka first, and then as soon as you get your Doralee up to the point where she can replace Muka, slide this Extraction gear over to Doralee. So that's cool. So we're getting stuff for summoners. Added new levels 7 to 10, so they're the whole shebang, because remember, to Crimson Rot, because remember with Mirage Space and Idar, we just got level 7 first, and then 8, 9, and 10 came out a week later. So they're just giving us the whole shebang right now. I think that they did that to kind of test to see how it was going to go. Now that they know it's going well, You don't have to get stuck on level 7 for a week. You can just blast up to 10. Crimson Rod is the energy dungeon in Katosian Triangle, which if you got Nord and Luke and Ravenna and Jaina and Miranda, you're going to do just fine. They dropped the Immortal Equipment Tempering Materials Scarlet Calyx? Calyxes? I think it's Calyxes. Calyxes? To temper Immortal and Extraction. The difficulty of some levels of level 5 to 10 in Mirage Space and Roulette of Truth has been approximately lowered, and this adjustment does not affect any of the mechanics. Now, did they need to do this? Sure. I don't really care. I was doing level 10 just fine, but on my main account, which has Immortal 5 Ampu, Immortal 5 Dan, Max Dominant Nucleus, Max Ruler's Ring, sometimes it did still fail on auto. So I think the Roulette of Truth was always easy, but Mirage Space could be difficult. I think Mirage Space was overtuned, but sure, why not? You know, that's just only going to help everybody. So always make it easier. Always either always make it easier, never make it harder, or always give, never take away, or some of the caveats for the devs in mobile games. Those are some truths you have to do to not piss off your player base. So that cool. Okay, didn't expect that, but cool. Optimized the recommended equipment for Ares. Okay, so that's just in his tooltip. Added accuracy and damage reduction because right now it just says HP and damage reduction, and he does need that 200 accuracy. So that is a change to his tooltip that is just making it more obvious, but it should have been obvious for anyone reading his kit. Optimize the unlocking process of hyper evolution. Okay, what does that mean? Optimize the unlocking process of hyper evolution. Don't care. We'll see. Optimized. Don't think that means it's going to be easier to hyper evolve heroes. Optimized the display logic of the hero list in the hyper evolution system. Okay, so this is the inherit into the inherit building. After the optimization, low quality heroes will be prevented from appearing in the hyper evolution system. You know why they're doing this? Because this is what caused them to leak that we were going to get a new SSS summoner, because they had him benchmarked or placed in a purple unit, and then it showed up in the inherit, and we all found out. I leaked it, or I brought it to you guys, and then they fixed it almost immediately. So if they do use placeholders behind the scenes, they won't magically just show up and you know, let the cat out of the bag. I'm assuming is what this means. Optimize the recruitment experience, so that when you pull, when you summon, they're trying to just tweak the animations. Probably added a new drop path display for limited recruitment cards. We'll find out what that means on tomorrow. I'm assuming it just means a new cinematic. Modified the pop-up window when there are not enough astral recruitment cards in the astral mirror. Okay, sure. Not a lot of people are going to see that pop up. Just being honest. Change the name of the trophy Small Crimson Cup 4 to just Crimson Cup 4. And its actual effect and icon remain unchanged. Crimson Cup. Do I have the Crimson Cup? Let's see. Collection. Is that this one? Crimson Cup 3. So where is the fourth one? I don't have it. Okay, so is it a reward that I have not yet gotten? Wow, I'm missing a lot of these. Is it got all those, so it's not in there. Is it this one? Who knows? Wherever it is. Crimson Cup 4 is not going to be called small. I'm assuming because you saw this one. Go out of here. This one doesn't say. Does not say small. Crimson Cup 3. I bet you it's the reward in Hell Arena. I bet you it's the nice fancy reward. Shop. There it is. Small Crimson Cup 4. Okay, they're just getting rid of the small. Cool. You can see it's small by the S indicator on here. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's get out of here. I don't like this music. Get. There we go. Okay. There. This is better. More chill. All right. So small change, and then bug fixes. Are there any issues with bugs? Let's see. Fixed an issue where Ares energy skill incorrectly dealt damage. Okay, to the daily challenge boss, Horned Lizard, we don't care. If they were going to nerf his damage, that would change some things. But alas, they're not tweaking him yet. I think that he's going to stay a frickin' potato. Fixed an issue where the Endless Battle achievement missions had incorrect multilingual descriptions. Not a big deal. Fixed a flickering issue with Dorali and Jaina's showcase videos. So you know how sometimes if you go to Senway, he flickers? Let me just see. I'm just going to go pull him up right now behind the scenes. If he is still flickering, I'll pull it up. Wow, who was that? Let's see. Well, I might as well take you guys over here with me. So, Senway used to flicker. Oh, they fixed it. Yeah, he used to have some little sparklies on his belly. On his tummy tum there. And it's gone. And you see shadows no longer in the background, too. That's kind of interesting. So, oh, alright. Okay, cool. Alright, they're fixing the sparklies. Fixed an issue where after purchasing the Hell Arena Pass, it would jump to the Wasteland Pass. Never experienced that, but I can see how that would be annoying. Cool. I thought that they fixed that already. I could have swore I've read this before. Fixed an issue where the quality of basic elite heroes was incorrectly displayed. In the probability details of Recruitment Center, we probably didn't care. It's all just food anyway. Fixed an issue that the special effect of Caraxia's energy skills were not fully displayed. Don't know, don't care, no, and 99.8% of the population or the community doesn't care as well. Fixed an issue where some special effects of the showcase video of Leo's skin were missing on the mobile version. Okay, well, cool. You know, people like to play on their phones. Probably important they can see everything. Fixed the issue that the enemy's Palu did not charge properly. Palu? Are we worrying about Palu at this point? And that's it. And that's it. Alright. Well, the TLDR is what? It is Wishlist Banner, Giant Tower, new levels on Crimson Rot, and the gear in there is allowed to be tempered, or able to be tempered, and then Fade Out, which could be interesting. Sucks because I've been dismantling all my Fade Outs. I probably won't do that anymore, but I don't have any because I don't run Crimson Rot. So I'm going to have to get a whole bunch more, but that's okay. Yeah, so Wishlist Banner, Dorali, Mazrani, Pandemonium, Giant Tower, Dorali, and then we're getting the Galactic Battle event where you got to win 5. That's free stuff, free limiteds, free gene hybrid, etc. Good stuff. Hero Rally, and I think that's all the good stuff. That's all the good stuff, I think it is. I'm looking really closely. Yeah, that's all the good stuff. Okay, so that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Twi'leks and Traguta. That's it for today. So, yeah, patch notes. Cool. You know, they're still working on stuff, right? They're still doing stuff. Stuff's happening. Hope you got something out of this. Otherwise, what am I doing here? Till next time, everybody. No word of the day. Cheers, peace. Just tell me how much you like my patch notes videos. Bye-bye.